What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. This past Tuesday, WWE 2K22 released. Well, should be this past Friday was the official launch date, because if you pre-ordered, you got 3 days earlier. But 2K22 launched, and obviously a lot of gamers and wrestling fans are waiting for this joint after the abysmal release of WWE 2K20. And we all had that game. Well, no. First of all, I know I had it. Did any of y'all have it?
I did not.
I didn't.
You did? Okay. So, basically, y'all was going off of,
I was going off the trailers first and foremost.
Look, let's just tell you about that. When it comes to wrestling and basketball, I get the game every year. I'm like Q-Flow or Monster Hunter. If there's a new one, if there's a patch of the DLC, I'm getting it. That's just the way it is. I'm like Quattro with Nintendo stuff. I'm just going to get it. You can't pay me to get football every year. But when it comes to NBA 2K or WWE 2K, I'm getting them every year. So I was here for the transition to PS4 with 2K15. Oof. I was here for the letdown that was 2K17. I was here for the bare bones of 2K18, and I was definitely there for the tragedy that was there for 2K20. But now we're here for 2K22, and like each year, I have given my honest review about it. And before this game came out, I always said that when it comes to the 2K series, not all of them, when it was the 2K series, 2K19 was the best one. Prior for somebody who played all the 2K series.
Not 14?
I really can't count that because it was done by THQ. They just called the 2K14, but that wasn't done by 2K. That was done by...
Well, it's got 2K in the title, so I'm counting that one. 2K14 and 2K19 were the two best.
I'd agree. If you want to do it that way, yeah, I definitely agree like that. But other than that, no. Everything else is like, I mean, okay, you had some sleeper hits. Like I enjoyed 2K16 for what it was, but so here comes 2K22. So I am nervous, and obviously now this game is coming with a lot of shit because so many people have been released the previous year. I am so curious to see what this game would look like if nobody got fired. Because the plans that I read that they had for the game, for the DLC and all shit like that afterwards, I'm just like, my God, this roster would have been fucking amazing. But they had to delay the game and to make some changes due to WWE Vince requests, obviously. You couldn't make a game with Daniel Bryan or Adam Cole or The Fiend and stuff like that in there. They had to be removed. But we still got a decent roster. And then we also still got a very decent roster of DLC that's coming up, minus a couple people. So I figured that since me and Prime have played the game, we can give our honest review of it. I have played every single mode. And since Q-Flow has not played the game yet, and he already knows how bad 2K20 was by just seeing it, I want you to ask questions. Q, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So I watched hella gameplay, so like I don't really have any questions, and then like, y'all pretty much explained a lot of stuff before we went live, so I'm actually fine. Character creation, how is it? What we looking like?
I think the character creations for the people who are good at creating is fantastic. For the people that are not good at creating, like myself, it's average. Like, the people like on that's in the community that knows how to upload face scans and put them on, to create a superstar and blend them in and stuff like that. Those people are excellent. I can't do all that.
Gotcha.
And to be honest with you, I don't waste my time doing all that because you can recreate the nose and the bridge of your eyebrows and all stuff like that. You can recreate a face. I'm the kind of guy. My son does that. I don't do that. I'm like, I ain't got time. I will have a generic white man face throughout my whole career. And just make myself darker and just give myself some facial hair. Everybody just, okay, that's a black guy. But however, I'm just like, but when it comes to like extreme details like that, they have all those mechanics that you can visually create anything you want. And it looks good. I personally just don't have the patience for that.
Got you.
That's just how, I am with it. So, they brought back 2K Showcase. Is the showcase... First of all, I think this is... Me and Prime may disagree on this. I think this is the best way Showcase has been done. I think I like it this way opposed to the previous ways. And I'll explain why.
Explain. I need to know.
What you say?
I said explain because I need to know.
Okay, well, because in this showcase... First of all, Are they missing some big matches in Ray's career? Yes. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm gonna say this. No Kurt Angle, fuck that, okay? There should at least be one Kurt Angle match in here. And that's when he won the world champion. If they didn't want to put the SummerSlam one in there, there had to be WrestleMania 22 one. There has to be one Legend Killer Randy Orton one here. And Randy Orton's in the game. I'm like, I didn't understand that one. And and there needs to be more WCW. Like, there needs to be more Rey Mysterio Jr. stuff in there. And I'm pretty sure, you can get, the rights to Psychosis. Say it's Psychosis. I just felt as though like some of that stuff should be more in there, but neither here or there. It's 12 matches. It starts off with 11 matches, and then it is a secret match. What I like about this showcase more is that it feels more personable. Number one, you don't have to go through the whole showcase to get who you want to unlock. If you start to think off like, look, I want Shawn Michaels, because you have to go through showcase to unlock those showcase characters. I don't have to go through the entire showcase like you have to do in the past until you unlock that next chapter to get to that person. I'm just like, I can just go right to the Shawn Michaels chapter, play it, hear Rey Mysterio's thing, and do it. This time, it sucks for content creators, but visually it looks cool because before they used to reenact all the scenes with like the gameplay footage, which was cool. But this time when you're doing it, it blends in to the real footage. And Rey Mysterio, even though the audio is terrible, Rey Mysterio goes over and talks about that part of the matchup in the real footage before it transitions back to the game. And I thought those transitions was dope. If they had fixed the audio and I could hear Rey Mysterio's voice better, opposed to that music over that music in the background, that I thought that would have made it even a lot better. So those kind of things I liked about it. Then at the end, if you do all the objectives, you unlock him and Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus Murphy and Seth Rollins at Payback, which helps you unlock Dominic Mysterio and the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins and stuff like that. So that's why I thought the showcase was good. All the other showcases, like last year, the Women's Revolution showcase, I was like, that was just nothing but a bunch of attires. There was nothing new that we can unlock in there, and you had to go through. It was overdone. I was like, we really don't need to do all this. The year before that, Daniel Bryan, I thought Daniel Bryan was good, but you had to go through all the Daniel Bryan shit. You know what I'm saying? It was cool to have to sit down and interview, but it was just like, okay, we saw the motions, but here Daniel Bryan actually, if Daniel Bryan talked about his matches just like Rey Mysterio did, I thought it would have been a little bit better. And that's all it's been. And Stone Cold, we ain't Stone Cold at all. We just played the matches. And they had a narrator and stuff like that over it. That's why I enjoyed this showcase more. Now, what would you say to that, Prime?
I mean, I personally like the original showcase format because, I mean, I like to play through stuff and not go straight. But that's just me, I guess. It gives me something to do when I'm just going through it. But as far as the execution, obviously the matches were horrible. Like you can't be like these are the biggest matches of Rey Mysterio's career. You can't say that about. You could say that about maybe 2 of these matches. The rest of these matches are definitely not the biggest matches of Rey's career. And then I have a little gripe. Why not end it with him and Dominic winning the titles? I'm so stuck on that. Why not end the showcase? Because that's a big moment in his career. But I mean, him fighting Dolph for the Intercontinental Championship is not big. Him fighting Batista for a number 1 contendership is not big in his career. Him fighting Undertaker for the title and losing is not big. And fighting none of those are really big to me. So it's like they could have had better better placement. And I know people were obviously not in the game, but still, even with the people in the game, they could have did better. Like they could have somehow put Orton in there. They could have did the final two for the Rumble. They could have put old school Triple H in there somehow. Like there's some stuff that they could have been creative with the people that they have on the roster. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I do agree. I think when it comes to Showcase, I think it was a better version of Showcase executed, but the match selection was kind of average to poor. Because
hearing this man live talk about how Grand Metalik was one of his toughest competitors is really I cannot take that seriously at all.
I was like, okay. Look, but first of all, Grand Metalik is better than Sin Cara. Because remember, I was just like, don't do the... When he... First of all, honestly, if Andrade never left, that would have been Andrade's match.
That would have been Andrade, his 2 matches in there. And then I know Del Rio was a big one for Mysterio at that time. Even though he's not in the game, obviously. But there were other people. Like The Miz, we didn't really need him to win the title because he lost it the same night.
He lost the same night to Cena, and I was just like, that's not... Yeah. I thought Cena was going to come out, and we had to do that shit. I was like, oh, thank God we ain't got to do that. The Samoa Joe one, I was just like...
Yeah, the Samoa Joe match was for no reason, too. Like, that actual match was for nothing. Like, no number 1 contender, no nothing. Just a regular match.
Yeah, it wasn't really a big distance. I mean, if it was a better match at WrestleMania 35, sure.
You have all the people almost. Why not just have him come back in the Rumble at number 28 or whatever number he was? Even though he lost, why not just have him come back and say, like, this is when I make my big return? Just stuff like that. They have all the people in the match that they could have did.
They couldn't in the last 4 at the Rumble because RVD is DLC, and I'm
talking about the run he came back in 2018.
Oh yeah,
they could have had that one at least.
Yeah, because you got Cena, Orton, him, Shinsuke, Balor, and they all there.
Yep. So they could at least had that.
So that's my take on the showcase mode. Real quick, my faction. If you guys play NBA My Team, you'll love my faction. If you guys don't play NBA My Team, you will not like my faction. Since I play my team literally 100% of the time when I play 2K, unless I'm playing with somebody else, that's been my new mode for the past 3 years. I love that mode. It's a card collecting game. I mean, but it's not like the cards are fight. You're actually playing matches and stuff like that. But you're getting different cards. You elevate your cards, and this time in my team, you're creating yourself a team. Well, this one you're creating yourself a faction. You get yourself a faction card, and you have a manager, and you have a faction of men and a faction of women. And it's just everything about my team is the same thing. And right now, when I got the deluxe edition, I didn't get a chance to get the NWO edition because I thought the pack would be out already, and it's not, and I'm kind of upset about that. But, and I'm just thinking I probably should just got the NWO pack. I got an Emerald Undertaker that I got to evolve that goes into an Amethyst, and I got the Undertaker pack. I got the Rey Mysterio Jr. pack, and I got I start off with the Raw pack, so that I get AJ Styles and Becky Lynch, stuff like that. And as of right now, it's been going good. It's the best thing I can say is it doesn't have any online like my team does, which is a bummer. so I can't sell my cards and buy new cards with the MT that I have in the game. But if the first NBA my team was offline also, so I understand it's for the start. And like I said, it's just that's one of the most is going to keep getting updated as thing goes on. Because that's what it is. My team, like every week they got to put out new cards and stuff. So that's how it's for my faction. I knew that Prime and no one went to that because I don't think he plays my team on NBA. So, one of the biggest things I checked out was my GM mode. Have you tried it out yet, Prime?
No, I have not.
It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. It's not. I'll put it this way. Were you a fan of my GM back in the day, Prime?
Yep.
You say yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't. I did not really like my GM, to be honest with you. And especially in 2008, I hated it. But this one, I like it a little bit. I like the draft that you have in there. And in the budget. And when it comes to building your show, building your crew, building all the stuff that you have to do for the show, like when it comes to lighting, when it comes to advertising, when it comes to booking the arena and stuff like that, all that stuff costs money, and all that stuff is needed. And when it comes to signing free agents, like you can sign jobbers to go in there, and so a superstar can just beat them down, just so they can get over, like Goldberg style. You can sign legends, and they're expensive as hell because they're legends, but you can sign legends, stuff like that. And I like all that. Each general manager has a special kind of ability or a special kind of card they can do, and you can earn different cards from Triple H, who the commissioner is, if you follow his goals. The downfall of it is you only limited of what kind of matches you can do. You can only pick a world champion or a women's champion. You can't. There's no intercontinental or tag team, unfortunately. And then you can only do 1-on-1 matches or 2-on-2 matches, and they're either in Extreme Rules, TLC, Hell in a Cell, single, stuff like that. So it's not a big selection of the matches you can do. That it's limited on that front. But when I was playing it, and when me and my son was playing it, I was like, okay, when I'm playing it with somebody to actually try to set up a show to get more fans to listen to what they're saying on social media, it's fun like that for a couch co-op. Like if me and Prime was playing together, I think we'll have more fun with it. But like to try to record it for content purposes, I don't know if you're gonna like it that much, because it's kind of bare bones that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if me and you were playing it, like if they had the online for it, or if hold on. Okay, I got it right now. If we were online, or like if Q Flow wanted to come on and be like, hey yo, I challenge you to a GM mode, because you don't have to face a match. You don't have to really play the matches. You can if you want to. It ain't gonna make a difference in the rating, but it's a thing that you really don't have to play the matches for. But it's like I just want to challenge your mind type thing. It's fun that way. It gives you that old couch co-op feel to it. Or since he has a PlayStation, we can share play it. But since you have an Xbox, unfortunately, there's no way that we can do it that way.
Whoa! You talking about me or Prom?
Well, I'm talking about you if you wanted to play GM mode.
I got PlayStation.
That's what I was saying. I said since Q has PlayStation, we could share play it and play it that way, or do couch co-op if he ever wanted to come over and play it. But since Prime has Xbox,
oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no way, there's no online for us to play it, and since we live on two totally different sides of the state, I mean, of the United States, he can't couch co-op with me, so it wouldn't, he couldn't play with me, so it wouldn't be as great like that. The graphics are great,
Real quick.
Yeah.
So I was doing a little bit of my rise, and I'm just minding my business in the back, and Kane bumped into me, and it was and the option came up and said apologize, or it said or else, And I clicked the rails. My dude just sucker punch Kane and then walked off. That is hilarious, man.
That's another thing I gotta get into. The My Rise is excellent this year. I'm sorry. Because it's so much better than that bullshit we got in 2020.
You mean with the girl giving your grandmother bed sores?
Yeah. Oh. The bed sores, the slipping on the tray, Ribby, the dance off, the making the movie, the Velveteen, all that shit that was in that storyline last in 2K20. I am so glad that's not back in this one. First of all, in this My Rise, you have 2 different storylines you have to do. There's a men's campaign and a women's campaign. Not a tag team. Not that this team was so good they're going to the Hall of Fame together. Fuck that. It's one man and one woman. And you go into the campaign and there are different storyline branches. Everybody's story is different. Now, eventually, somebody's going to go down the same story path. It ain't that many branches, but it's branching enough where whether you're a face or a heel at certain times, or which show you're going from NXT to Raw or SmackDown, your storyline is going to be different. I watch Chris Danger, and because I love watching his My Rise. His story is completely different than the one my son is playing right now. And my son's story is completely different than the one Prime is telling me about. So I'm just like, that's all interesting. And they all on SmackDown.
Well, I got traded, actually.
You went to the shake-up?
I got traded to Raw just for picks.
Oh, you went to Raw? Okay. So, Prime, you want to speak about how you feel about My Rise right now?
So far, I mean, I'm liking it because there's different branches. Like, okay, so like other story modes, you go from week to week. You can tell, like, this one, I don't feel like I'm going week to week because I don't notice it if it's going week to week or not.
Uh-huh.
So I guess that could be a good and a bad thing because I don't know when the pay-per-view is coming up or anything.
Yeah.
But it's just like you get involved in storylines and you just do the storylines. Then when the storyline's over, then you just do something else rather than, waiting on the 4-week process of going to a pay-per-view or not. I don't know how that is.
Yeah.
But, hopefully, I'm liking it. So I'm just chilling just now for now.
Yeah, I think this is a huge improvement from 2K20. And I also think it's probably a huge improvement from 2K19 also. Because I like 2K19s, but it was one singular story. It was just one story that everybody had to play through. And that's what it was. But this one is just like, okay, you start like every man is playing it has a different storyline branch, but then once that's done and once you finish all the campaign stuff from the men's side, you still got to do the women's side if you want to. But why wouldn't you want to? Because they're all new stories because you're dealing with the women now. And I'm like, yes, please. So My Rise is great. So in universe mode, they didn't change anything. They put you can pick a superstar and just go through the whole thing with them. My only thing is you had to play every single match that they're in every week, and you can't like skip past or anything. You have to play the match, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna set up my own universe the way it is. And honestly, I'm just like, if they had just brought the draft back to universe mode, like it was in my GM and stuff like that, I think it'd just be dope. But the gameplay, I've seen people complain. I've seen people love it. It feels like a fighting game to me. It feels more arcade. And like I told my son, there's no quarter circles. People was actually scared, and there's gonna be quarter circles in here, like it's Street Fighter. I'm like, it's not going. It's still wrestling, y'all. It's not going to be quarter circle, saying light punch, and saying to do Rey Mysterio 619. It's not that at all. But they have breakers and they have the combos, and everybody has their own combo. There's a light combo, there's a heavy combo, there's a grapple combo. And there's ways to get out of it. Like, Isaiah Swerve Scott combo is not going to be the same as Kane's combo. You know what I'm saying? Or Ricochet's combo is not going to be the same as Drew McIntyre's combo. So, I love everything about this. So, it makes you want to learn almost everybody that's in the game. Basically. So
sounds good.
So overall, and I was like, IGN gave this joint an 8. IGN is not kind.
Well, you know what, IGN, you got to take whatever they give and add points to it.
Because first of all, IGN is never kind to a wrestling game at all. At all. Okay, so I said, well, I'm gonna check this out for myself and go do a deep dive myself if I speak about it. And I have to say, the game is good. The game is really good. It runs.
Yeah,
smooth.
like I said, it's got nothing but praise from what I've been seeing.
And they just released a DLC. This is the biggest DLC that we get in any of a 2K game ever. We're getting 28. Okay. We're getting 28 characters.
Damn.
In DLC. Have you seen the list?
No.
Okay,
I feel like Prime posted it somewhere though.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna read you the whole DLC pack. All packs is coming out. The Bonsai pack comes out April 26th. That's gonna have Yokozuna, Umaga, Rikishi, Omos, and Casey Catanzaro. The Most Wanted pack comes out May 17th. That's gonna have Cactus Jack, the Boogeyman, Vader, Ilya Dragunov, and Indy Hartwell. Stand Back pack, which is June 7th, is going to have the Hurricane, Stacy Keibler, A-Kid, Wesley, and Nash Carter.
Didn't he just get into the... Okay.
He was on NXT UK.
Oh, all right.
Clowning Around pack, June 28th. Doink the Clown, Ronda Rousey, the British Bulldog, Mr. T, Dewdrop, and Rick Boogs.
Hey,
and the whole damn pack, which is the final pack, is RVD, Logan Paul, Machine Gun Kelly, LA Knight, Xia Li, Commander Aziz, and Saray.
I ain't mad at it. Y'all mad at it?
The only thing I'm mad at is Logan Paul. Honestly, I'm
I've seen it coming.
I was like, what the because honestly, I was like, Bad Bunny? Honestly?
True, yeah.
Because I was like, Bad Bunny was the one that actually fucking wrestled and did good. So I would have put Bad Bunny in there and they had the song Booker T in there so he could came out this fucking song.
Is Pat McAfee in it?
What'd you say?
Is Pat McAfee?
No, there's no. Only two like celebrities other than Mr. T is Logan Paul, Machine Gun Kelly.
Nah, that's wild.
Honestly, if the Snoop Dogg Undertaker thing still went through and they wasn't mad because Snoop Dogg went to AEW to promote the Big Show, I think Snoop Dogg would have got Machine Gun Kelly's spot. And then, but the Logan Paul, I'm like, really? Okay, fine. What the fuck ever. Well, I was like, to me, that should have been Bad Bunny. But other than that, I'm cool. I'm cool at seeing a Rick Boogs and a Nakamura entrance. I'm cool to see Dewdrop. I like to see Mr. T. Ronda Rousey, of course. Doink the Clown has not been in a simulation game, so I'm cool to see him. Love RVD. I would love to see the Hurricane. Of course, MSK is dope for me.
All right. Did you say Keibler, right?
I did say Stacey Keibler. I don't care.
Stacey Keibler?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I could took Stacey Keibler out and put Enter Woman here because
Melina. I would put like Melina or somebody.
Melina,
that haven't been in the game for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have Melina or Victoria. I'm like Stacey Keibler barely like I can count on my hands how many times Stacey Keibler actually wrestled.
But which hurricane do you think they're gonna have in there? You think they're gonna have the 2000 hurricane feud with The Rock, or are they gonna have like the?
I think they're going to have the 2003 feud with The Rock Hurricane.
Because for some reason lately I've been watching the hurricane when he had the long hair. I'm like, oh, this was a look for some reason.
You say you like that look?
Him with the long hair with the hurricane, so he
Yeah.
look like a superhero that way, I guess. And him with the short green hair, but that's just me.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, because if they scan him now, then he's going to have a long hair on there. If they scan him now, then
He got short hair now.
Oh, he got short. Like I said, so I don't honestly I don't necessarily know. You know, I'm cool with Indy Hartwell because she completes the way.
Yeah, she should have been on the disc.
Even though I'm like, y'all gonna put Casey Canzero, but you're not gonna put Kate and Carter. Okay, sure. You're not gonna put a partner in here, but fine.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I understand that one, and I was just like, okay, if they're gonna put Rikishi back in the game, can we at least get, I'm a bad man Rikishi instead of Too Cool Rikishi?
I mean, we did have two of them at one point.
Okay,
Can we put a little ass on it, Rikishi?
Oh shit. Oh shit. But yeah, so honestly, yeah, it's a great game this year. I'm enjoying playing it. I'm actually enjoy playing it. I'm enjoy talking about it. Me and my son are having fun playing it. Like I was just downstairs before we record the podcast, playing my faction. Like, okay, wait for somebody to let me know the end. Bam, all right, turn it off and stuff like that, and there you have it. So, all right,
I'm
guys.
glad y'all enjoying it.
Oh yeah, and Prom, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I would give it a thumbs up. Definitely way better than 2K20, even though I never played 2K20, but I haven't had any problems yet with it. So yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, for somebody who actually played 2K20, oh my gosh, a breath of fresh air, like I could breathe again, type thing. So honestly, Q-Flow, I would definitely say this is above a hashtag. Give it a chance.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely give it a chance.
Yeah.
I just got too many games right now. I gotta finish some stuff.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm saying, but yeah, once some of the DLC packs come out, especially like that, I'm waiting for NWO ones to come out so I'm like, because I should have just bought that when they had it.